Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another podcast episode, and we got a lot to discuss, okay? So the first topic we definitely got to discuss is did Nicki Minaj push back her album for the chart obsessed races, T-Swizzy? A lot of fans on social media are speculating that because, of course, the chart obsessed racist is dropping another album in October. It's the 1989 Taylor version, okay? And Nicki originally was supposed to drop Pink Friday 2 in October, and she pushed it back to November 17th, 2023. Now, she wrote back in, I believe it was June. Dear Barbs, I've been trying to find the right time to tell you this for a few days due to some really exciting news that I'll share with you at a later time. I've shifted the album date just a tad bit. Trust me, it will be well worth the wait. But since I'm shifting the date just a tad, I like to give you guys a tiny sip of some more album tea so that I don't have to get cussed out. So here it goes. My new album will be released 11/17/23. Okay? So that's what she wrote a few months ago. So that's why fans are speculating that she could possibly be on the Chart Obsessed Racist album. Now I'm here for it. That's an easy number one, but I would prefer it not be a re-release song. Okay? From 1989. I mean, when that album came out, I forgot what songs were even on that album, to be quite honest. No shade. But I would prefer a new song. Hopefully there's some new songs in this re-release, because I just feel like when it comes to the Chart Obsessed Racist, even though she do well on the charts, when she put out the re-releases, the singles are only on the charts for maybe like a week or two. And then, they drop out the charts because they're not new singles, okay? People want to hear new music. And I feel like it is about the charts when you add, the Chart Obsessed Racist to a single, because she will put out, 19 different versions of an album to go number one. I don't want to hear in the comments, oh, it's not about the charts. It definitely is when you add the Chart Obsessed Racist to your song, or when you are featured on one of her songs, because she will do multiple versions of a single, multiple versions of an album. Okay, she don't do that just with the singles. With the album, she'll have a country version, a hip hop version, a rock and roll version, a slow version, because she want to go number one. Let's be very clear. And I hope Nicki does the same thing. And then on top of that, she gets hella radio play. Radio play is for artists who want to remain stable on the charts. It's not just for people to listen to. It's to be stable on the charts. So if you want to be stable on the charts, you need the radio play, you need the playlisting. And so because of that, I definitely feel like, we need chart stability when it comes to Nicki and the Chart Obsessed Racist collaboration, in my opinion. So I would prefer a new song, or for her to be on Pink Friday 2. And it's a guaranteed number one for Nicki. Absolutely. Okay. So I don't mind it. I'm okay with them collaborating and Nicki getting her easy number one. Okay. And then I'll just go back to paying the Chart Obsessed Racist dust. Now, moving on to D0JA. So, fans were still trying to boycott Doja Cat. They are still not here for her. And her demonic antics. They said she did a Zoom meeting with some KKK members. Doesn't care about her fans at all. Promotes, Satanism. A weirdo. Her music is trash. Well, no, we're not going to do that. We can't say D0JA's whole catalog is trash. This recent music is trash, but Planet Her, Hot Pink, those were fire eras of music, okay? Stop supporting this industry plant. Well, here's the thing. I don't think Doja Cat's an industry plant. Okay, I will say that. I definitely don't believe that. But I can understand why people don't want to support Doja Cat. Okay, she takes it too far with a lot of the antics and the social media pictures and, you know, dissing her fans. Even though her fans are stupid enough to support her, you know, they're just like garbage gang. So with that being said, I really don't care if people support Doja or not. I won't be buying any music. Now, I'll stream, but I haven't even streamed The Town is Dead. I don't really like that song like that. I'm probably like one of the only few people that probably don't like it. I mean, I think the sample is catchy, but other than that, it doesn't really move me. I don't really get into that song. But Halle Bailey's new single, Angel, I've been listening to that on repeat, okay? Now, moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. Tory has been sentenced to 10 years in state prison, and he possibly can get deported back to Canada for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion, right? I've seen a lot of people, even people that were siding with Megan Thee Stallion, saying that 10 years is extensive. When Megan was twerking a week or two later with Malibu Mitch on a boat, that's not necessarily allegedly, because there's video evidence on social media of her twerking and, you know, going to the club and, you know, hanging out with her friends. Now, 2 days ago, before the verdict even came out, I said on my main channel, you know, make sure you guys subscribe, that I do believe that Tory should do jail time because he did not testify. I literally said that before the verdict even came out. Because at the end of the day, there's so many gray areas. It's almost like even after the trial, we still don't know what really happened. Okay? So that's why I can't fully side with Megan or Tory. And I definitely ain't siding with Kelsey. Okay? I think Kelsey still is guilty to me. I don't understand how somebody is so innocent but needs immunity. That just don't make sense to me. If you so innocent, you wouldn't need no immunity. Whose DNA was on the gun? Because according to the court documents and Tory's lawyers, his DNA was not found. So who was it on, you know, the object? Who was the object registered to? Okay? We never even found out if it belonged to Tory or Kelsey or even Meg. Who did it belong to? Everybody's stories was different. Everybody's witness stories were different. So I'm still confused, in my opinion. Now, with that being said, a Cardi B fan, it wasn't a Megan Thee Stallion fan, it's a Cardi B fan, said Megan should sue a bunch of bloggers, including myself, and also be put under the jail. That's what this moron said. Well, first of all, I'm not really shocked that Cardi B's fans, who probably didn't even graduate middle school or high school, don't know the difference between a civil case and a criminal case. I did not commit a crime against Megan Thee Stallion, nor have I ever defamed Megan Thee Stallion. Let's be very clear. And you can't go to jail for defamation of character, okay? Tasha K would be in jail if that was the case. She's still out and about and traveling. So I did not commit a crime against Megan Thee Stallion, and everybody knows that. Stop being delusional. But then again, it's garbage gang, so I'm not really shocked. And the reason why this garbage gang member tweeted this, and, you know, it went viral, and I'm okay with being the villain, and I'm okay with going viral. I really don't care. I love it. If you want me to be the villain in your story, I love that. Thank you. Okay? The good guys, their storylines are boring. The villain always gets all the press. So I don't mind being the villain, and I definitely don't mind going viral. But the information they put out is false. Just because I don't believe Megan Thee Stallion, that doesn't mean I defamed her. I was already reporting what was already out. okay? So let's stop the lies, okay? I was reporting what Megan Cuniff and what the Lawyers for Worker guy was reporting, and then he stopped reporting on it, just like everybody else was doing. And the thing is, the reason why Cardi B fans are tweeting this is because they feel like I don't mess with Cardi B. This has nothing to do with Megan Thee Stallion. What Cardi B fans always try to do, they try to get allies. So they try to get the thotties and several other fan bases like the crackpots and maybe the navies to jump bloggers when, you know, we don't report what they want us to report. Okay? Because I'm not pushing the narrative that Cardi B's a really great rapper and she's super talented. That's why they're really mad. Okay? Because that would be a false statement. Okay? No shade. And I'm not going to be bullied or punked by stans on social media. That will never happen. I really don't care. And I'm definitely not going to be bullied and punked by a rapper who has one album era, but several face eras. Okay? So Cardi B couldn't punk me anyway. That's why she stays mute and quiet. I will continue to talk about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, as I should. And we will talk about Cardi B's flop singles. We will talk about Cardi B's botched surgeries. We will talk about her cheating ass husband. That new face couldn't keep that nigga home. No shade. Criminal B has committed several crimes against women. Didn't she hire men to throw bottles at women because they were sleeping with off the cheat? She needs to be behind bars. Didn't she throw mics at a DJ and a fan? She stays in court more than she stays in the studio. That's why y'all really mad. And no, I don't respect an artist that has wished death on, you know, people on social media, including her stupid fans. I'm sorry, I don't respect that. And no, I'm not going to cape for somebody that's a culture vulture and wants to be black, but isn't. Sorry, not going to fall for it. And y'all can get mad all you want. We will continue to talk about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, and I can say my opinion, just like everybody else. Just like y'all say your opinion on social media, I can say mine on my platform. 23 Faces and her low IQ fans don't scare me, can't punk me. I don't know you personally, never will. And so with that being said, I really don't give a fuck. I did not defame anybody. I talk about the current topics, what's going on social media, what's going on in celebrity lives. If you don't like it, oh well, too bad. So sad. We will continue to talk about botch ass Cardi B and how her flopping ass career has not prevailed and how she has been replaced by Icespxce. We're going to get into that. And we're also going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion flopping too. We're going to talk about them numbers. Traumazine flopped. So thank you. I don't mind being the villain, just like Cardi B doesn't mind looking like one. Okay? So have several seats. Now, moving on to scratch off, a certain fan base that have, you know, pebbles for brains are saying that Icespxce is obsessed with scratch off because Icespxce recently shaded scratch off publicly at an event where she was receiving an award.
Thank you everybody here at Billboard, and to my fans, thank you to my fans, period.
Now, you know, she says thank you to my fans, but scratch off, you know, her saying thank you to my man, who is 21 average, is married with children, and she's the side chick, has went viral on TikTok. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Now, I like Icespxce, but the trolling online in that event is getting kind of corny. I think she should just keep it to the music because that's the only time Scratch Off is really going to address you. Scratch Off believes that you're a clout chaser, that you're only beefing with her for more steam. That's what Scratch Off allegedly believes. She even said that, you know, people are kind of using her for clout in the J-Rock collaboration she did, which flopped. You know, she said that people are trying to use her for clout. That was a shot at Icespxce. So I think that, you know, the online antics are kind of corny. Okay, just like when Scratch Off does the online antics with Nicki Minaj and she disses her at the EBT Awards, that was corny. I mean, just keep it to the music because y'all kind of too grown to be throwing subliminal shots out on social media. I just like, kind of corny, in my opinion. No shade. So fans are calling out JT for liking that post on the Shade Room where I think her name is Miss Heather Rose, said that, you know, 10 years was excessive. And Rolling Ray actually asked JT and said, how can you call yourself a city girl and you don't stand with the girls? So what, you want Megan to just drop the case and be labeled as weird or a liar? She doesn't control the final verdict. If it was Carisha that got shot by Diddy, ooh, how would you feel? Yikes, okay? Then he said, you not in the hood no more. Y'all got coins. Y'all represent women so that no snitch or drop the case mentality goes out the window. You represent an entire generation. Do better. Megan never snitched. She stood up for herself. Imagine how it feels knowing no matter what, fans gonna have their opinion. Cool. But you supposed to be her girl. Do better. Now, here's my thing, though. They may not be friends. I don't understand why people are assuming that JT and Megan are still close like that. I actually think a lot of female rappers don't mess with each other, but they only form allies based on who they like more when it comes to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. The only person that probably doesn't do that is D0JA Cat. But because when JT and Megan got cool, Megan wasn't cool with Nicki Minaj, and JT wasn't cool with Nicki Minaj, because if you guys remember, the City Girls, they was on Megan's Bad News album. And so that was a time when JT and the City Girls didn't really talk to Nicki like that. But now that JT is cool with Nicki, and she has tried to remain neutral, okay, it's not like she's been outright shading, you know, Megan or Cardi B. She only shaded Cardi B when Cardi B called her a lapdog. You know, Megan and Cardi B have distanced themselves from JT because she's cool with Nicki. So I think a lot of the female rappers and reciters only become cool with a certain female rapper depending if they're cool with Nicki or Cardi. I think a lot of them do that. No shade. Same thing with Mr. Brown. You know, he cool with Scratch Off, Cardi, Megan, and Carisha, but he not cool with JT. JT unfollowed him. So look how, you know, they pick sides. But I think that Rolling Ray, he's only going after JT because he thinks that, you know, she's still cool with Santana. Okay? I think that he's just doing that to try to see if he can get under Santana's skin, because he don't mess with Santana either. Moving on to the Queen of Surgery, who has been a former stripper, reality star, and now is a influencer on social media, going back and forth with a black woman, of course, saying, y'all really don't see how a Latina selling hair growth oil to black women could be misleading. And she's saying, I'm not even selling anything, you dumb ass B-word. I've been showing my hair growth journey to my fans since 2016. And see, this is why I don't really respect Cardi B, because, you know, she quick to go after black women, okay, all the time, and, you know, wish death on people and call people names and other names. But if anybody says anything about her, you know, she be ready to cry and have a mental breakdown. So this is one of the reasons why I don't really mess with Cardi like that. I feel like she uses black women, right? But she's not really for the culture. She just uses black women so she can try to be a part of the culture, but she's not really a part of it. She's a culture vulture, okay? And she is not black, in my opinion, okay? Well, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.